Hi guys, Captain Off here. We're gonna talk about a Netflix show that I watched. AggRetsuko, part 2, as I promised. Hope you enjoy. And what was it again? Yes. It was about Haida, or Sasuke. Sasuke's best friend basically convinced him to go to the date with AggRetsuko. And after that date, AggRetsuko was basically hurt on her heels or on her feet. Really bad. And of course her friends, Gori and what was the other one? The one with the eagle? Washimi. Said, you shouldn't be with this guy. And what was it again? Yes. That we're also gonna talk about the CEO boss that basically convinced the what was it? The pig guy again? Damn it.
Director Tong?
Tong. To convince Tong to be more kind to his people. And Haida and the other employees became scared of him. Like, don't go out there, AggRetsuko, please don't go. She's like, I'm gonna serve tea to him. And he's like, no, don't leave me. No. He was like, no, stay. And she's like, I need to do this. And he's like, if you confront him, you will be that. And when she looks at him like, AggRetsuko, thanks. And he became nice and everything. Because the boss was like, his boss, which is the elephant CEO guy, he was like, you need to straighten out your act and you need to be good to your employees or I will not give you money. That's basically what it was. Because Sashimi basically destroyed his little sculpture of the work office. The work office area with a noodle carousel, or not a carousel, hur säger man rutschkana in English? What was it again? I don't remember exactly, but I'm just gonna drink a second. There we go, so we see my hat. Anyway though, it was about a water slide with noodles. And she basically destroyed everything with her damn foot. And she basically destroyed that. And he was like, no, my life's work, no. And then she was threatening the CEO, saying, oh, this is your father's check, isn't it? Do you want me to tell him? And she is destroying it slowly like this. It's like, please, what do you want? I will do it, whatever. The thing is that I understand, but all of them work like a pyramid chain, so if someone affects someone underneath. And of course, Hashimi is a good friend, so she wants to help AggRetsuko with her problems. Which is the boss. Which is Tong, in this case. And that's why Tong became basically like a evil, or a good version, Hello Kitty kind of character for a second. Became like, yes, what do you want? And everyone else is like afraid. And Haida even says a funny joke. The hippopotamus has fallen. I will be next. Bye. Save who can save itself. Save yourself, AggRetsuko. Everyone is running away from the boss because he doesn't act the shitty way he does. Though to be fair, the boss has a good point in this episode as well. He also talks about, after he realizes that this way doesn't work, in one of the episodes he talks about, with AggRetsuko, that the boyfriend that is not a good idea. I don't know which episode it is, but all of the episodes were fun, so I cannot remember everything.
You can talk about the karaoke.
Oh, the karaoke, yeah.
Yeah.
But of course, I forgot to mention, who was the friend of Sasuke again? I forgot that one.
Manumaru.
Or the Japanese Puma.
Yeah.
Japanese Puma. And also I want to talk about the rap battle. Really cool. And also that in that episode he was like, Tong is an asshole. Yes, he is. He's a jerk. He's a demeaning bastard. But he has a good heart somewhere. It takes long to reach it. And it takes long to reach his personality. But of course, alcohol can fix that for a second. Or sake. But in this case, he talks about that when he was younger, he had it very bad with the workplace itself, and also that back in the day, which was not... Which time period was it again? 1984. 1984. Where the women were very mean to him when he was younger. So he basically took that app. He basically became what the environment made him, kinda. But also, back in the day, now he has understanding also that. Let me think a second. 2 seconds, guys. That he understands that the methods that they used back then cannot be used now because that would be called harassment. And he understands that. The time changes and he wants the best for his employees. That's why he's so hard on them. If he wasn't hard on them, he wouldn't care about them either in the beginning. The thing is this, that he is the structure. He's not the structure, but he is the captain of the ship, so to speak. And if he doesn't do control on the ship, even if it's kind of harsh, the ship will sink, wouldn't it? What do you think? Wouldn't the ship sink by that point? What he's saying that he's proud of AggRetsuko, and she's like, I'm really proud. And then she accidentally says about the news article or the news video, she says about, oh, Tong said it to me, or no, what was it, the elephant CEO? Yeah, the elephant CEO said about the little problem with the change your attitude Tong to a smiling. This is ironic. This is ironic. His normal version is basically pissed and angry and not evil, but kind of demeanor to AggRetsuko though, which is not fair, but you know, that's his personality. That's who he is. He's, AggRetsuko said it best. He is rough on the edges, but he has a cute heart somewhere. What do you think? He's rough on the edges, but he wants the best for his company, to be fair. He's the boss of the company. And if you think about it, when he was younger, it took harder to do stuff, I think. In 1948, isn't it? I think it's somewhere there. It's a lot of time ago. But if you watch the show, you know which time period it is, because it says it in the rap song. And his rap song was really cool. Though very demean to AggRetsuko. But I like that his friends, or that AggRetsuko's friends, actually said, beat the crap out of him! Show him no mercy! You can't do it, AggRetsuko. And basically Haida was drunk beyond belief, because he was screaming and blushing at the same time. And also, Haida has tried to be, you know, tried to date AggRetsuko 3 times, and 3 times he has failed. But, as they say, 4 times the charm, I suppose. Anyway, so, I really enjoy the time in the karaoke fight. And she's like screaming, damn you everyone, rah, rah, rah. And she's screaming so much that the whole place becomes destroyed. Everyone is flied off like a Japanese game that I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it basically fell down a table or something. It's basically doing this, poof, and everything falls down around everyone. She basically wins that. No questions asked. But I liked Tong's relationship with AggRetsuko in this one. We have always perceived them as, how should I say this, as the villain, as the big asshole. But in this episode, we saw more of his, what should we say, pig humanity? More of his softer side. After AggRetsuko unfortunately said, oops, I reported to the boss, and he's like, I didn't hear that you reported to him. And then he becomes like, oh, you bastard. You were the one talking in the TV, weren't you? Damn you. I hate. He's like, evil demon pig eyes. Like, he's like going full berserker mode. And after that, the rap battle happens. And also, I really like the development with AggRetsuko's friends. Feneko, and she's very funny, but she also has a humanity side. For example, in one of the other episodes, if I want to explain her a bit, she hope you enjoyed the video. But she basically went on a, I think it was a triple date. Yeah, triple date. And she was basically convinced by Sasuke's best friend. Wait, what was Sasuke's best friend? Oh, the Puma. The Japanese Puma. Menomeru. And when she was like, no, I don't want guys. I don't need a guy. And then in the end she was like, yes, I'm gonna be with you. In the end she was like, yes, and she was blushing. And drunk. And then she was talking to Haida, come here, the date has begun. He's like, has AggRetsuko reacted to anything of that? Has she reacted? And she says, no, she has been on the phone all the time. He's like, oh, thank God. To be fair, I really enjoyed the performance of the Japanese and the American voice actors on this show. I will do this. I appreciate that. And also, I forgot, in one of the other episodes, which was episode 6 or 7, the yoga instructor, damn it, I forgot. Anyway, the yoga instructor, which is a kangaroo, so that says, yoga. Protein. He always says protein. Oh, I forgot to mention about the story about protein. He basically convinced her to write down, and he always says, protein. He's like, do you want me to... She's like, no, I don't want to sign to a yoga class. And he's like, protein. And then he's like convincing her like a freaking police interrogation. Kinda. It's kind of an interrogation. And she's like, no, I don't want to do yoga. And the guy is dragging her in. Or carrying her in. And like, what? No! She's thinking about it, and then she didn't. And then she said, oh, okay, if you want me to do it, then you could have said so. Like, she signs it afterwards, and she does it. It's fun. Though, to be fair, she at least meets the best friends, Sashimi and... Guri. She meets Gori and Sashimi later on, so that's nice. So, she has basically 2 friends and 2 other friends. And a childhood friend.
Okay.
An old friend, basically. So she has, let me see, 2 friends more, 5 friends. That's not bad.
So, ¿cuáles son tus notas?
And what I really enjoyed about the show is that it had a lot of, what should we say, 2 seconds. Perfect. It had a lot of spirit. A lot of down to earth, so to speak. It was really funny, really enjoyable, and I really want to see a season 2. I give this show no questions asked, 10 out of 10, no questions asked. Because it felt real, because I work in a workplace and I have my good moments and my bad moments. Sometimes, you know. And I really enjoyed the show, basically. And also, Haida got his 4th chance, as they say. 4 times the charm. And he actually convinced AggRetsuko. Spoiler warning. He convinced AggRetsuko. Spoiler warning. Before this is the thing that you should not watch if you have not watched the full series. All right. He basically gets a proposal to go on a date. And he said that I imagined you as my own person in my own head. The perfect AggRetsuko. But now I see we need to do, you know... They basically begin on not page 1, but more page 3 or something. Yeah, they begin on page 1. To know each other, who they are. Who they really are. That's not a bad thing. And also... One of the more funny things that I wanted to say about Haida for a second. He has a metal jacket. He likes the same music that AggRetsuko likes, which is metal. And Sasuke is the opposite of that. Really opposite. He only has plants. But he likes that, I suppose. That's not bad. To each Japanese bear panda to own, I suppose. But also... I also forgot that Haida got the flu. What was it? The
flu?
Yeah, he got sick.
Oh.
He got sick because he was jealous of Sasuke dating AggRetsuko. And the positive thing is that AggRetsuko came there and, be with them. And the funny thing is, I forgot to mention that Fenico was like, now we leave the little children to themselves. And she's like, I'm gonna go get some water to the flower. And she's like, we're leaving to the loo, bye. And I'm like, yeah, I knew what happened. I knew you left for a reason. To post it on a phone, which you have. Damn it. Though to be fair, she uses her internet connections to basically... Everyone in the show has their own, what should we say, securities and insecurities. Mm-hmm. Has their own mechanism of protecting themselves in the workplace, I suppose. It's a story about cute animals working in a Japanese environment, in a Japanese office, with their own insecurities and flaws and good things, to try to work in a normal society and do their good stuff as well. Mm-hmm. It's a down-to-earth, so to speak. Again. Anyway, the show gets me a 10 out of 10, and I said it before, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Some little tidbits. Hope they do a season 2, please.